I have been a member of the Orange Institution for 50 years. I first joined the Orange Institution as a junior in LOL 175 in Londonderry, and then later on in my teens I joined the Killaloo LOL 621, and I'm happy to say I'm still an active member of that particular lodge yet. I've been in the bands for over 60 years, and I've always enjoyed everything that the band does. Brother Billy joined the band in 1956, and that was through a cousin of ours who was a drummer in the band. And Billy joined the band, and then I joined the band maybe a year afterwards. I was associated with the band for quite a number of years, and then I was asked by Killaloo Accordion Band to help them out, and that led to about a 30 years association with them. And through the two bands, I've been deeply involved for, as I said, nearly 60 years. We play all types of music. We play the traditional march music. We do concert situations, and competition is a big thing in the band as well. And we always enjoy our weekends away or whatever the case may be. Banding is like a family. And we all like to be there, and we always like to take part, and we always like to help the general public out whenever we can. It's a great association in banding. That's a great tradition that we have. I mean, we have Brother Billy in the band. We had his son Nigel, who was in the band and who went on to be the conductor of the band. We had Billy's grandson and granddaughter who played in the band at the time. And I've played in the band, and Timothy joined the band 15 years ago. And he is a very active, enthusiastic member of the band. And it's great that both of us can go to the band together and take part and keep it in the family, as one would say. We're very proud of the fact that Timothy is the piccolo player and helps the band, and very enthusiastic with regard to the band forum and anything that the band does. He gets himself very much involved. The 1st of July is a very emotive time for the Hamilton Flute Band, and we pride ourselves in going to the Diamond to remember those of the fought in the Battle of the Somme. It is a highlight of our year, be it like the 12th of July is another very good day for the band, the 12th of August, and other parades throughout the year, but the 1st of July always stands out as our own parade. And yes, it will be very up there. Whenever I was younger, you always had the rivalry, but you'll have rivalry no matter where you are, no matter what organisation you belong to. Should it be a football team, should it be a rugby team, should it be banding, you'll always have a very good rivalry, but it's a friendly rivalry. At times, it maybe had got out of hand with some of the older members of the band, but thankfully, over the past 20 years, relationships between the bands has certainly improved. And probably with the association of the bands forum has probably helped things, because we're now in contact with the people in banding, not only in the city of Londonderry, but throughout Northern Ireland. And we have marched and we have played together. And I think if you know people and get to know them better than just being a bands person, you get on fairly well with them. And we have always enjoyed the company of yourself, Jamie, and anybody else who comes to play with the Hamiltons. And I know the people in the Hamiltons who have went to other bands, such as my son Timothy, Stephen, and everybody else. They've always enjoyed their days out with the Churchills or Korean band or whatever the case may be. It's friendly rivalry, but it's acceptable nowadays, I think. Oh dear. Well, over the years, I've had many proud moments of the band, especially whenever the band's taken part in competitions and you're in the top three. It's always very nice. I was made president of the band a number of years ago, which I thought was a very good honour. And other situations that I found myself in, being asked to do things by the band on behalf of the band, and I always take it upon myself as a pleasure and a privilege when I'm asked to do these things. Whenever you're away for a weekend like that, or whatever the case may be, there's certainly a bonding exercise that everybody enjoys, and everybody is looking after one another and keeping each other right, helping and supporting one another. And it's a great time for banding whenever you have the opportunity to do that. Not only that, but the general public see how you behave and take great pride whenever they see the band walking down through a street doing a march or whatever the case may be, or playing at a concert. It's always very good for the band to be associated with things like that. Swanford was very, very enjoyable, and going to France, the Somme was memorable. Taking part in the London Lord Mayor show was fantastic. Each place that you go to is different, but you get a great pride of marching with the band on those occasions, and they do the band good. Yes, unfortunately I did. Going back to 1992, I was in France on my holidays, and we happened to be there on the 12th of July. And on that particular date, I sat down to think about things back home and how our things were going. And I penned a poem which I have sent up to you, my thoughts today. This particular poem I had sent to a publisher in England, and it was in fact put into a book of poems for that particular year. So I have it in print, let's say. You miss being with the band, you miss being at the practices, and you miss the companionship of all the people that you've been playing in the band. In banding, you make lasting friendships, and you really do miss them whenever you can't get to the band. Absolutely. I mean, whenever this came out at the very start, as being a retiree, I had time to do it, and I would go out 2 or 3 times every day, and you just look forward to it. Whenever you go out, we enjoyed the good weather that we've had this last 3 months. It's been a godsend to all of us, and I was delighted to take part. And to date, I have over 1 million steps done, as you know myself, and I continue. I was out this morning, be it raining, but you just get on and do it. Yes, it's been good, and Helen has been out for 3 or 4 days with me, doing part of the walk as well. I was delighted to take part in the Londonderry Band Forum virtual recording for the health service. This was a very challenging thing that I had never ever done before, but I was delighted to do it. And then our own band, the Hamilton Flute Band, is doing a virtual recording for our 1st of July celebrations, where we won't be able to have a parade, but we will have a virtual recording of Abide With Me, and then we'll have our simple service at the War Memorial for that particular time. So we have learned new things by doing recordings, which I'm not accustomed to do, and it's been very good.